So I'm in Albany, and Sarah approached me. She's like, I'm mad at you. Are you mad at me? For what?
It's a funny conversation because Jim always brings it up that I was mad at him to start the conversation, but it just had to do with something he was putting in his act, and I thought he wasn't being fully truthful maybe about it.
And she started talking about a bit I do where I bring up Dee, my wife, on stage and how she became born again. Long story short, it was like she was questioning if I'm bashing that. And I went, oh, no. Maybe I'm not attacking it the right way and making it funny enough, but no. I said, but I am concerned that that's the way you think, because if you think that way, who else thinks that way? Next thing you know, she was getting a little emotional, so let's take a walk. We took a walk, and she started telling me all these things she wants to do. I mean, her heart was just exploding.
I've always had a desire to help and feed the homeless, or help them at any capacity. I travel for a living, I see them all the time, no matter if it's in the US or in other countries, and it just has always stuck with me when they ask for help and I can't help them.
She wanted to personally feed the homeless. She had this desire to drive around a truck, feed the homeless, start her own foundation. That's what Sarah said.
We had a 2-week break after that conversation, and Jim and I just kept in contact during that time, and ideas kept flowing, and Joe Sib got involved, whose brain works 1,000 miles an hour. It's so fun to work with him.
And then it turned into, we're definitely going to be feeding homeless.
Yeah, talking to one of my friends yesterday that lives in Portland. He's going to come to the show, and just told him, like, hey, you know, Jim and Joe are doing this stand-up show. You should come.
Sure.
If you're down there a day early. Gave him a little brief description of what we were doing, and he goes, you know, I work for a pizza company.
No.
And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he goes, what do you guys need? Let me call our girl. And he calls me back 15 minutes later and says she's got the whole day free and she's down to help. We have a vehicle, it has a pizza oven in it, and we're gonna follow you around and make pizzas.
Are you serious?
That is the coolest, because this is what she wanted from the beginning.
Yeah.
She was like, I want to make food and hand them the food.
Like be at a food
But
truck,
and
whatever,
also something special. Pizza.
That's killer.
Our first actual physical outreach to feed the homeless was in Portland, Oregon, where there's a really big homeless population. It was a couple days into the tour, so luckily we had some time beforehand to meet and talk about it. I'd been collecting food items from our tour catering through the week before, but on the actual day of going out and feeding the homeless, we woke up at about 6 o'clock in the morning, went downstairs to the hotel, loaded the minivan that Jim rented full of all the food and water and all the things we had for them. Got in the car at about 7:15, drove to a local radio station in Portland, the Brew, which was super fun. It just a great morning.
Sarah's out there calling all these places. She's going, I got this hook up. This guy, when we're gonna feed the homeless in Portland, we're driving around. While Mike's Pizza said he's gonna donate his pizza truck, we're gonna drive around making the pizzas and all that. And that's why he's here today. Which is
you guys are gonna do that today?
Yeah, as soon as we leave here.
Oh my God.
Then we got back in the van, made our way over to an organization called Sisters of the Road, which is a nonprofit cafe in Portland that helps the homeless. We picked up a volunteer that works for them by the name of Danielle, who helped us plan a route, who helped us find where the homeless gather. She knows a lot about them and their personalities, some of their names, which was really fun.
And then the fans, the black ticket holders, the Vikings from Norway, and the group from Sweden came, and Mel from Australia came.
And we left at about 11 o'clock, went down to the first meeting spot, which is down on the riverfront in Portland. There's a large park. There's multiple overpass bridges where homeless gather and live or are able to group up during the day. So we started there under the bridge. Wild Mike's Pizza is another company that we teamed up with. They're an Oregon-based frozen pizza company, and they have a mobile pizza truck, and they had 86 pizzas with them to prepare for us for the day to serve the homeless. So Started there, started cooking pizzas, had a group of about 20 people, which was amazing. We took boxes of pizzas, waters, fruits, everything that we had gathered, and just started walking down the park to find whoever was hungry and wanted some food. Anyone is capable of helping at any capacity. Stopping your car and handing out the rest of your sandwich that you're really not going to eat. If it's deciding you see somebody and it's cold outside, maybe they'd like a hot cup of coffee. There's so many things that you can do, and it's not just about giving away food or helping in a sense like that. You have no idea the impact that you can make on somebody's life by just showing them that you care. Just walking up to somebody and asking them, how are you today? Is there something I can do for you? Would you like a cup of coffee? Can I give you a piece of pizza? How's your day? What's your name? That's just a lot of times showing somebody that you care, that they're a person, that they exist. That goes miles.
But overall, it was a beautiful experience, and it's inspired me to want to do all these other things. I have to say, it is Sarah and the little flame in that young lady that has empowered me, and now we have this thing where, like, I'll give you an idea and how do we do it, and you give me the idea and how do you do it. This all started with a little tiny conversation. You're a killer, kid.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's really
official.
happening. Talk plus
Bring it
action.
in. Bring it in.
Equals change.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's gonna be great.
Stoked.
My name is Sarah, and I am the dressing room assistant for Metallica.